guys, third video for the day. And the last one you'll probably get notified account. Asian murderer hornets found in the US for the first time. Oh my god, we're all gonna die. It's the next contagion that's going to kill everybody. Everybody run and hide. No! The amount of fear-mongering that goes on in the media is insane. Now look, I'm not saying these hornets are going to be a problem, right? Yes, there is a real threat to the bee population for these murderous hornets, right? But they're making out that it's going to be like they're going to kill people. 50 people a year die from these hornets in Asia. 50. You have more people dying from a Prius than you do from these hornets. Now, at the end of the day, who cares about... I'm not worried about the population. I'm not worried about these hornets coming after people. But, that said, I am concerned about the bee population and that impact that it does have on us. So, there is some concern here, which is why we're covering it. But next time you see people going on about how we're all going to die from these murderous hornets, just get them a straitjacket. But let's jump into it. So, enough already. Now a deadly hornets from Asia that measures up to 2 inches long. Well, goddamn, that's a big thing. Have been found, and that's what she said, have been found in the first time in the US. The researchers are worried they're colonizing. Yeah, it's funny how these species, invasive species from different countries come into the West and seemingly want to take over and colonize and kill the native population. And we're talking about bees here, people, alright? If you read too much into that, that's your own fault. These aggressive insects named murderer hornets can wipe out a bee colony within hours to have stingers long and powerful enough to puncture beekeepers' suits. Beekeeper in Washington have already seen the hornets devastating their hives. Japan attributes 50 human deaths to the nasty blazes, which have teardrop eyes like Spider-Man, orange and black stripes that extend down their body like a tiger and broad. Winsippy wins that small dragonfly. Okay, whatever. Researchers are determined to keep the hornets in check. This is our new window to keep it from establishing, Washington State immunologist Chris Lonely told the Times. If we can't do it in the next couple of years, it probably can't be done. Doom and gloom. We're all going to die now because of murderous bees. So invasive giant hornets have been spotted in the US for the first time. You ever get the feeling they're trying to, make something seem worse than it really is? When you thought the 2020 could not get any worse, now we have giant hornets with freakish eyes and venom stinging to add to this list of worries. For the first time, Asian giant hornets have been spotted in the United States, specifically in Washington State. Scientists say beekeepers have reported piles of dead bees with their heads ripped off, and an alarming sight in a country with a rapidly declining bee population. At more than 2 inches long, the world's largest hornets with a stinger that can kill humans if stung multiple times, according to experts at Washington State University. Researchers have nicknamed them murderer hornets. They're like something out of a monster cartoon with this huge yellow-orange face, Susan Colby, a bee breeder at Washington State University Department of Entomology, said recently. So, what should you do should you spot one? Right, how'd they come to the US? Scientists don't know how the giant bees native to America ended up in Washington State. They're sometimes transported in international cargo, in some cases deliberately, says Seth Trustworth of WSU's College of Agricultural, Human and Natural Resource Scientists. Giant hornets were first spotted in the state in December. The scientists believe it started becoming active again last month when queens emerged from hibernation to build nests and from colonies. So what should you do? So just spot one. Asking beekeepers and residents to report any sightings of the giant hornets, but don't get too close. The sting can penetrate a regular beekeeper's suit. A state scientist had ordered special reinforcement suits. Don't try to make them. Don't try to take them out. Take them out yourself. You see them, said an entomologist. The state of the. But if you get into them, run away, then call us. It's really important for us to know of every sighting if we're going to have any hope of eradication. So, where are they most destructive? The giant hornets especially target bees between late summer and the fall. They're most likely to catch Asian giant hornets from July through to October, when colonies are established and workers are out foraging. The Washington State Department of Agriculture said in a statement, traps can be hung as early as April in an attempt to trap queens, but since there are significantly fewer queens than workers, catching a queen isn't really likely. So the state officials set up traps and launched an app to quickly report sightings. Seems like a lot of fear campaign, does it not? Just asking. From one panda to the rest. Look, at the end of the day, like I say, obviously the decimation on the bee colony, that is a concern. Yes. But I'm not really worried about them killing humans. I'm more worried about what they do to bees. Because bees are an important part of life. So yeah, guys, obviously the media is trying to hype this up. I don't know. Well, obviously, yes, get under control. Yes, obviously, we go through and we can eradicate these invasive species. Fine. But the media going on about people dying because of giant murderous bees, give me a break. It's fear porn. It really, really is. It's a constant state of fear. And I'm so over it. I'm calling it out. But guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Do you think this is a threat? Do you think at the end of the day this is all just them trying to make up some more hype because they want to try and make people more afraid of things because people are starting to wake up to beer bug? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack that like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, we'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great day and enjoy.